See that lady's window? She's a dog lover. She's a dog lover unless she's got a bunch of snotty-nosed kids. Which could be when the noses of kids start running because they get sick or something. Man, it is a constant drip. I remember one time when I was in the NFL, we had an 18-year offensive lineman, first ballot Hall of Famer, and that dude used to practice hella hard. And I remember one time, he was left tackle, obviously. Well, not obviously, but he was left tackle. He was a beast. And I remember one time when we was at practice, where I lined up was on the left side of the huddle, and I walked back to the huddle, and he had all sorts of snot on his face. And I'm not gonna call him by his name, but I said, bro, man, you gotta do something with you got all that snot all up on your face. And he said, let me use your towel. And I said, no, come on, man, no. You can't use my towel. He says, come on, La. And I said, no, bro, you can't use my towel. That's too much snot. But I'll tell you what, man, I sure did respect that guy. God, he was a hard worker. If you want to be the best at something, just outwork everybody. That's all you got to do is just outwork everybody. You want to be the best at something, just outwork everybody. Don't allow yourself any excuses for anything and just outwork everybody. And pretty soon, you'll find yourself, at least you will put yourself in a position where you could be as good as the talent that God has given you. If you don't ever work hard, you'll never be as good as you could be. Trust me. I've been there and I've done that. When I was at college, I believe I was the hardest worker around. I was certainly the hardest worker at my high school. But when I got to the NFL, I got complacent. I had achieved my goal. I got complacent. And my NFL career wasn't as long as it should have been because of two things. I got hurt. I had a bunch of nagging injuries. And, you know, you can't make the club in the tub. That's the old saying. And on top of that, I didn't work as hard. I believe in my heart of hearts that I didn't work as hard as I should have. I didn't reset my goals. Did a lot of things wrong. And my point is if you want to be as good as you could be at whatever it is that you want to be, you got to bust your butt. You got to work hard. And you will certainly find success. Coming to my favorite part of Tuesday Tales, where I get to tell a joke or a funny story or something that will hopefully make you laugh. And I think I have a good one today. This is a joke that I told my best friend from college, who happens to be black. Not that that's important to me. Skin is really not that important to me, skin color, as long as your quality of character is on hit. So anyway, I've only met two people in my life that I knew from the second that I met them that I'd be best friends with them for the rest of my life, and he was one of them. So anyway, I told this, it's a racial joke. I told this joke to him in the white style that kind of made fun of black people. And he said, you know what, that's a funny joke. And it would be even funnier if I twisted it around. So I'm going to go tell my wife, but I'm going to tell it the other way. So I'm going to tell it his way, because either way, it's funny. So this white mom, she's Betty Crocker. She's in there. She's getting her cook on. She's cooking this chocolate cake, right? And they had a little son. There's a married couple. And they had a little son, you know, about 6, 7 years old. And he comes sneaking into the kitchen. And he scares his mom. And she was mixing up the brown cake mix. And she goes, whoo! And she spills the brown cake mix all over this little white boy. And he's looking up at her. And he starts looking at himself. And he says, Mom, look at me. I'm a little black boy. And she goes, whack! And she says, don't you ever say that. And he was like, but Mom. And she says, I want you to go in to the front room and tell your dad what you just said. And he was like, oh, all right. So he walks into the front room and he said, Pops, Pops, look at me. I'm a little black boy. And he goes, whack, whack. And he's like, Dad, what was that for? And he says, son, I want you to always be proud of yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he said, yeah. And he says, no. Do you understand what I'm saying? He says, yeah. He goes, tell me what I mean. And he says, well, I don't really know what you mean, Dad. But I do know this. I've only been black for maybe a minute, and I already hate white people. I hope you liked that one. That one was for you. For you. Oh. Well, maybe that was a good one. Maybe that wasn't. I like it. I know my best buddy from college likes it. And I know he went and told his wife, and she liked it. So, anyway, I'm going to take off riding because I'm lucky I got an R1 and I can go riding. And I hope that you guys have an awesome day, and tomorrow is even better. And I hope that my bike starts. Uh-oh, we got some difficulty here. Oh no, we have some seriously difficult.